Every episode, I'm meeting innovative, successful business owners and learning from them the rules they live by. I'm Lindsay Campbell, and this is Small Business Rules. As a relative newcomer to the art world, Jen Bekman Projects focuses on breaking open the industry to connect emerging artists with emerging collectors. Her best-known project, 20 by 200, started with a simple but revolutionary idea. 200 limited edition prints of each work, $20 each, sold exclusively online.
We sell art for everyone. It's real art for real people. It started with a gallery, which was founded in 2003, and then we introduced a photo competition to support photographers who didn't have an audience yet. And then in 2007, we launched 20 by 200, which was sort of dealing with the other half of like all these people who hadn't yet started to collect art, but could.
What were you doing at the time that you had
the idea? I was unemployed. I had worked in the internet industry for almost 10 years. The last internet job I had was with a company called Meetup. It was a great group of people and it felt completely right, and then it wasn't. And it was this huge crisis of, what am I doing with my life? And I knew when I left there that I had to do something really different. I didn't know much about the art business. I was cashing out my 401k to open the gallery, which was like not very much money. I had an amazing network of people, and I'm never afraid to say that I don't know something, and I'm never afraid to ask for help. And so I asked everybody, and so my friends who are architects helped design the space. My friend who's like an uber talented graphic designer did our identity. I think the idea of an entrepreneur as like this lonely iconoclast doing it on their own is a total myth. But it was still ultimately, I was opening and closing it every day and learning as I went. And it was hard. It was hard for a long time. To date, we've shipped over 76,000 prints all over the world. We have cops that have bought editions, postmen, pharmacists, all different types of people who never thought that they would buy art before. And then on the other end, we have a lot of serious collectors who've collected with us from the very start. Many of the artists that we work with have actually never made as much money from making art as they have with us. And that's super rewarding. People don't get excited about innovation in the art world. The culture that I came from, which was a startup culture, where people are always kicking around ideas and talking about what's next, what I encountered a lot in the art world is let's keep things the way they are. My rule is that if everybody likes what you're doing something wrong. If someone hates what I'm doing, that's actually a good sign, because it means that I'm igniting some passion in them. And it also means that I'm taking risks, and risks are defining moments for any business. If you're not taking risks, you're not growing. There are a lot of people in the art world who would like to discredit what we're doing because it is populist. On the other side of it too, we're not serving up something that's dumbed down because it's a broad audience. That there's an interest in challenging our audience on a regular basis. It's quite a balancing act. I'm usually probably pissing somebody off. Somebody's getting annoyed or irritated, but again, I see that as an impetus for engaging in a conversation, and I try to engage in those conversations.
Don't forget, you can follow the show, leave us comments, and watch other episodes at openforum.com/smallbusinessrules.